We did this earlier today, and I just would like everybody to close their eyes and think of the Ohio River and what it means to you.
I am the chair of the board of the nonprofit organization called the Ohio Riverway, which is working to promote and develop the Ohio Riverway from Portsmouth to south of Louisville to create a 270-mile recreational corridor connecting communities and promoting outdoor recreation along this wonderful stretch of the Ohio River.
We're not just having a joyride down the river, even though we're having a joyride down the river. Our mission is bigger than that. It's really about connecting the communities along this river and realizing that one town can help another town, and that this river has economic impact that we can increase the economic potential for using the place of tourism on the river, besides just getting out there and having a darn good time.
We as an organization are very intentional about connecting those communities that are along the river that may be 10 miles apart but never talk to each other. And frankly, as we sort of go from town to town, almost like we're apostles or missionaries, going from one town to another, we'd say, hey, the folks 10 miles up love what you guys just started to do. They're going to replicate it, or vice versa. On our website, we are very intentionally, providing a list of all the annual festivals that exist in all the communities. We have 150 of them listed for this season up and down the river. Any given weekend, there's many things you can do. We have also a page for every community on our website with information and links, etc. So we're really helping to promote these communities and connect them to each other.
The reception in these towns has been great. It's wonderful to see the excitement about people getting excited about the river again. It's almost reinvigorating a lot of these towns to realize that this resource right here in their backyard is something that it needs to be promoted. 10 days and 250 plus miles.
Well, what I've found is such excitement in river towns along the way. We've had 18 different ribbon cutting events in towns from Portsmouth to down here in Westport, where we meet with civic leaders, judge executives, the mayors, the tourism leadership people in each of these towns. We have a little gathering on the riverbank, and we present a sign. We have one for every one of the 61 boat ramps between Portsmouth and south of Louisville with the name of the community and the river mile on it for safety, and we present, and then we do a ribbon cutting, and it's really a celebration of their connection to the river and how much they see the river as an asset for them.
This river connects so many towns along the way that have been sort of disenfranchised. What we're here to show is that it's a safe thing to do, to get out there and enjoy this river. Some of the places that we have been to are still working on really achieving their highest potential at being a river town, which at one point in our history was probably celebrated more than it is now.
What's a day like in the chase boat or the safety boat? One of the things that I do is I make sure that both recreational boaters and commercial towing interests know and are aware of our presence out there. And so I will position myself so that they don't get compromised by either one. And we've had a marvelous amount of support. Everybody has been very safe around us, and we certainly appreciate that. I've had the pleasure to work on the Ohio River for 35 years. 29 of those have been spent with ORSANCO, the Ohio River Valley Water Sanitation Commission. And there I did a range of things, from sampling mud from the bottom of the river up to working with our drinking water utilities, and Louisville drinking water utility in particular. So my background is very diverse. I worked from Pittsburgh all the way to the Mississippi and have sampled top to bottom, left shore, right shore, the whole bit. So I've been able to get a very good grasp of the water quality issues on this resource. The river suffers from a tremendous public perception problem. Most people look at this river and they say, oh, that dirty thing? Well, a lot of that dirt is just that. It's dirt coming from any exposed soil. It gets washed in from the land and goes to the river. It's not necessarily polluted as such, but it does carry a lot of mud and dirt. The water quality aspects, however, are very, very good, much better than most people have any idea. The biggest problem right now is rain events. When rain occurs, Material from the watershed washes into the river and then travels on down, and ultimately our water goes in the Mississippi and then down to the Gulf of Mexico. So the river is constantly cleaning itself because water is continually being added to the system. We have 150 different species of fish in the Ohio River. You can't maintain a population of fish like that in a polluted environment. So consider what we know about the Ohio River, about the life in the Ohio River, and you have to then understand that the water quality of the system is much better than the public perception.
You know, what I'm seeing is that communities are increasingly saying the river is important to us. Obviously, it's why we started our community here. In many cases, it's a source of our drinking water. It's the postcard that visitors send home when they come and check the place out. But increasingly, people are coming to see the river as a reason for people to come and visit from other communities and to improve the quality of life for their own residents.
And if we can create this Ohio River Way to put forth our message that this river is something that has a deep history, something that we can learn from, and something that we can bring our kids to. It's something that just binds us all together.
But the bottom line is, we did this to celebrate the river. We did this to celebrate the communities. And at the end of our 275-mile adventure, we'd just like to say thank you. If all the paddlers could